Hey Stuart, I have a question.
Yes, Howard.
Can you explain how open eye meditation class can affect one's karma and life path?
Yes. Uh, Look, there's a twofold purpose for open eye meditation. The first one is that while you do this kind of meditation, you are focused in the objective world. You understand you're here, out there, and you're centered inside yourself at exactly the same time. Now, learning how to do that and building a system inside that enables you to do that can help you in any single area of your life. Whether you're dealing with your family, you're dealing with a job, you're in the world, and at the same time, you're free of the world. So the purpose of the open eye meditation is to build a system inside that enables one to live that way, so that we can take care of our karma. We can deal with the different elements of our life. And at the same time we do it, we're grounded inside. We have a chakra system that's strong enough to be able to live here and to be free of what we experience every day in life. And open eye meditation does that. It connects you to the world, and it also demands that you keep the focus of your attention in the chakra below at exactly the same time. Now, that's like learning to play a piano with two hands. It's easy kind of with one hand to go over notes. Two hands, you have to have a whole other capacity. And this is the same thing. You're learning how to live in the world and be free of the world at exactly the same time. And the second element is that in the class, the Shakti, the energy is channeled. It comes through me and it'll go into people sitting in the class through the eyes. And if the eyes are closed, it just literally cuts you off from the flow of Shakti. And that flow of Shakti is also a catalyst which helps to develop the chakra system inside a person that practices this kind of meditation. So you have all of this going on at once. And ultimately, you become capable of perceiving all this stuff going on at once as you build an inner life that is strong enough to be able to witness it. I mean, what Rudy, I mean, it's just brilliant I mean, he created this meditation. I mean, it's something just staggering to me that he had that capacity to see through his Hindu studies, his Buddhist studies, his, what's that guy, that Russian guy he studied with, and uh, and through all of it, he came up with this meditation. And I know all my life, I never heard of doing meditation with my eyes open. It was always close your eyes and think about kind things. And it's a whole different approach because it's an approach to meditation that enables you to be able to work out your karma and not be drained by your karma, not be destroyed by your karma, whatever it is, whatever situations you have to go through in life. Because you've built a system inside that is strong enough to be here and here at exactly the same time. I mean, when I first met Rudy, I didn't understand any of these things. It's just doing this for so long, you begin to realize what it's all about. It just gets clear. You're not just doing it because somebody tells you to do it. You evolve into truly living. It becomes a living experience that is so clear to you why you're doing it. But it's really a matter of practicing time, patience that brings all of that about. Does anyone else have a question? I mean, I had no idea. When I first met Rudy, he told me this exercise. I mean, I just was so deeply taken with him and his energy and what he initially showed me about himself and told me about himself, and seeing a picture of him lying at the foot of an Indian guru with a picture of Nityananda. So that's the first thing he ever showed me. And then he used to tell me the only reason I let you study with me is to remind me of Nityananda when he was a young man. That's what he used to tell me all the time. Otherwise, I would have kicked you out of here a long time ago. But that was pretty good, though. I mean, look, not a bad way to be able to get your spiritual teachings. But I had no idea what he was talking about, keep your attention below the navel and feel gratitude and all this stuff. It seemed a little complicated to me. But then as I kept doing it and working at it, it all got clear why I was doing this. My system got strong enough to truly understand and transform it into a living experience of why I was doing this. Another reason I've done it it works. For God's sake, why not do what works? It works. It changes people's lives, transforms them. I mean, I got a message today that brought tears to my eyes. It was so profound about how somebody's life has so dramatically changed because of this meditation that I mean, it just shook me up. It didn't shake me up, but it was just so powerful, so wonderful to hear something like that. I won't get into what it was, but it was something extraordinary. And truly, to get feedback like that makes every ounce of my life, every moment of my life that I've been doing this, worth it. Worth it. Just to hear that kind of feedback. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
I have a question, Stuart.
Hmm?
Um, I don't know if this is a silly question or not, but it just occurred to me. Would I be able to bring in more Shakti if I took my glasses off too?
Uh,
Or does it matter?
doesn't matter. Just keep your eyes open. Yeah, glasses on her. And if your eyes get tired, you close them for a few seconds and just relax and then you open them again. You don't have to keep your eyes open for 45 minutes without blinking. Does anyone else have a question? Just one other announcement. The weekend of August 10th, I'm going to be having my birthday retreat. And, if you're interested in coming, just let me know, let Jennifer know, and we'll sign. I think there's 7 or 8, 9 people that have already signed up for that. And I think there's a capacity of about 17 in this apartment where people are going to be sitting on the ceiling. So if you want to go, to the retreat, just let Jennifer know. There's 7 people that have already signed up.
There's 7 spots left.
Huh?
7 spots left.
There's 7 spots left. Oh, there are 10 people that have signed. So if you'd like to attend, just, let us know and we'll put your name down. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Stuart, would you talk about how our karma manifests itself in our life?
When I talk about how karma manifests itself,
In our life.
as you change, your karma changes. And that's your karma. Whatever it is that manifests in your life is the karma that you have to deal with and work with. And ultimately, the purpose of it is to teach you that no matter what's going on in your life, got to keep your heart open. You have to do it with compassion, with love, and look, in all of our lives, terrible things happen. People die, people get sick, all kinds of stuff takes place in our lives. And usually when these things happen, it becomes a third act in a comic soap opera. It's becomes just huge emotional turmoil and people crying and yelling. And at the same time, you can look at a situation, whatever it is, it's your karma, it's a reflection of yourself, and it's teaching you something important about what you have to do to grow closer to God. And if you begin to perceive the world that way, karma works for you. It really teaches you amazing things about what you have to do to grow. If you don't perceive the world that way, karma could be a very terrible thing. It's like time. Time is something that is sacred, that is precious when we use it consciously. When we don't use it consciously, it's an enemy. We're going to get older and sick and crippled and die. And that's what goes on in people's unconscious and minds. And the thought that all of this work that I've done in my life, for what? One day I'm not going to be here anymore. Freaks people out. Sanitariums are full of people like that. And it's all karma. And if you see it consciously, then it works to help you to grow. It helps you to get closer to God. You understand that you're not going to get the energy by trying to fix the karma. You're going to get the energy to deal with karma by getting closer to spirit. Now, it took me a long time to learn that, but it's such a powerful truth because everybody is trying to fix what's out there. It never gets fixed. The world is crazier today than I can ever remember it, what's going on today. And the only place people don't fix is inside themselves. And karma is supposed to teach you that, to go inside, connect with spirit, and to be able to deal with all these situations with an open heart, with love, with gratitude, because they're teaching you how to grow. They're teaching you how to deepen your inner life. This is an amazing way to live, it certainly eliminates a lot of drama and a lot of unhappiness. And that's what karma is for. It manifests and it's telling you, go to spirit, go to God. You're not going to resolve me. Go to God. That's how you will resolve it. That's how you will fix it. You will open your heart and you'll learn how to use whatever your karma is teaching you to get spiritually enlightened.
Thank you, Stuart.
Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, there'll be meditation on Wednesday. Thank you. God bless you all. I told you a million times, you all are my teacher. I've given up being a guru, but everybody needs a guru. I come to these classes to learn. It's great. And each and every one of you teaches me something important that I need to learn about myself and how to grow in my life and get closer to God. So God bless you all. Thank you. And there'll be class on Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you so much, Stuart.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.